Norfolk. We've got the Job Centre Plus right in front of me, police station to the left of me. We're going to do the Job Centre first, and pop in and say hello. There's nothing to say. Well, those are some slow moving doors.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not too bad. Just having a little look around at the signs and that. There's a lot of job posters up there. We've got a very crowded board here. Don't even know where to start looking, really.
Quick legal context here. A not guilty plea under Section 5 hinges on whether any member of the public was actually alarmed or distressed, not just whether officers felt uncomfortable.
Start top left, I guess. So they've got well-being reach out. Got access to work. Posters. I think these are...
Before we even reach the job center footage, remember this, the entire case turns on context, who was present, what was visible, and whether the law was actually breached.
Stickers, yeah. About domestic violence. Play garden. Got an NHS Your Voice Matters for people aged 14 to 25 who live in Norfolk or Waveney. Interesting. Yes, there's a lot of information on here. Problem is, when you overcrowd information, your brain just goes into sensory overload and you end up not looking at anything. It's the same with restaurant menus and things like that as well. Same principle. You got find a job and find an apprenticeship there with the QR codes, and then they've got a virtual job board as well, and they post 120 plus jobs per week, so quite a lot of jobs going in and around the area by the looks of it. I don't know what sort of area that covers. They got some jobs up here in person. We've got more engagement courses, ESOL and community interpreting, parenting, schools and social care. Interesting.
This moment seems harmless, but it matters. These boards exist for public access, information meant to be read, scanned, and shared.
They've got a lot of information on what your situation is, how many hours you could be working, and it's basically showing you numbers that you would be better off working. So a lot of people think that it's better to not be in work financially sometimes, but so yeah, they've got these posters up to show you that depending on your circumstance, 9 times out of 10, I think in all of these cases, it's better to be in work, otherwise they wouldn't put the poster up there. That's interesting. How you doing today? You alright?
Yeah, good man.
Good. There's a lot of jobs now going around the area, isn't there? So it's just still a virtual job board.
Seasonal stuff, mate.
Oh, okay. Does it get quite busy down here in the summer, does it? Very nice. Employers and providers in this week.
These are just guys that have come in to help people get into work.
Right, okay.
CVs and stuff.
I see, I get you. That's quite good though. Nice. Got vocational session. Easter craft activity day for those of you local. Look for something to do with your kids. Very nice.
Are you recording?
Pardon?
Are you recording?
Pardon?
Are you recording anything at all?
Yes.
Can I ask you not to record one in the job centre, please? It's like private property.
Why?
Because we don't have anybody recording in the job centre.
There's no signage or anything on the front
Yeah, I'm
door.
asking you not to record inside the job centre, please.
I don't understand why not.
We don't have filming inside the job centre. We'll have to ask you to do it inside.
I don't understand why
We don't
not.
have anybody recording the job centre.
But again, like, you've got no signage on the door. Like, you know, there's
I'm
nothing.
asking you not to record one in the job centre, please.
You can ask me not to wear my boots while I'm in the job centre.
Yeah,
You know, but you haven't
we
got
are
any
private
signage.
property. And so we are restricting you from coming in if you want to carry on recording.
Okay. If you can show me a written policy.
Yeah, if you don't come outside,
Well, I know I need to see a written policy, and then if you know, and then we'll
can I
take it
have
from
a
there.
senior manager, please?
I said, you know, you've got no signage on the door.
Gary's a minute.
But
Can I just ask you what you're moving for, please?
Here's the pivot point. Recording suddenly becomes not allowed, yet there's no sign, no written policy, and no explanation beyond "we don't permit it." Is that lawful?
so we've got Great Yarmouth Community Championships outreach in multiple different languages here.
Can I ask you to stop recording, please?
Pardon?
Again,
Pardon?
can I ask you to stop recording, make way towards the fire. If you're refusing to do it, I will have the police informed us.
Well, it's not really nothing to say anything.
Well,
to
with
get the
data
police involved
protection
with.
inside the building, there's confidential information on show. I'm asking you to not to carry on recording.
Why is there confidential information on show?
We have people at desks, they're recording.
Oh, they shouldn't be on show, should
Well, they're
it?
not on show, but there's people at
Just
desks.
like your blinds are wide open, I can stand outside and see all that information, couldn't I?
Like loads of lines at the same time.
Well, yeah, I know, but they shouldn't be open in the
But
first place. If you're
I'm
that
asking
worried
you-
about data
I'm now asking you
protection,
to leave the property for me.
I'm just like trying to
I'm
gather
now asking
information
you to leave
about.
the property. If not, I will inform the police
I mean,
and have you removed. I'm being polite.
the police have no power to remove me
They
in
do
this
from here.
situation.
They do from here.
They don't.
Because we are private property.
Yeah, but that's not a police matter. Police can't get involved with
It's
civil
private
with a civil
property.
trespass.
I'm now asking you.
Okay, I mean, you do what you've got to do. I think you'd be wasting their
And I'm
time.
now asking you to leave the property.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. And as I said, you're welcome to do what you've got to do.
Yeah, you can carry on recording from that and that. I'm recording at the same time as well, just
Thank
so
you for
you know.
letting me know. Appreciate that. And then you've obviously got the sign on your body-worn camera and that.
Yes.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, of course, you're welcome to record.
Oh,
As
no,
I'm-
of course I'm.
you know, I haven't come up to you and like shoved the
No,
camera
but,
in your face. I'm just
no,
trying
but
to
I've
record
asked you
this
not to record one
information.
inside. We will allow recording out there because you're looking at jobs. So we allow it out there.
And what was I doing when I came in here?
You're still carrying on recording.
Yeah, because like now I
I
don't
know-
just
I know,
say you're
have asked
confronting
you,
me
and I
and
did
you've
ask
come
you.
very close
This is a common misunderstanding. If confidential data is visible from a public area, the issue isn't the camera, it's data protection compliance.
to me.
I'm still
Like,
in my space and your space, so I'm an arm's length from you. So I have asked you to stop recording.
Okay, I'm going to ask you not to wave your arm at me like that again, because that was, you know, if you do, I might have to push it out the way because it's quite aggressive.
That's fine. That's not actually aggressive at all. It's
Eh,
my
eh,
hand
eh,
is down
well, yeah,
below.
but
It's
you
not-
know, I
my
see
hand
have
is
somebody
not-
stepping towards
My
me
hand
then.
is not raised above my shoulder. It's not raised above your head. It's not raised near your throat. It's down low.
So you can't hit me in the stomach and the abdomen, go
It's
for a
a
kidney
non-contact.
shot, nothing like that, no.
My hand is open at the same time.
So you can't.
I know exactly the same as what you're saying as well. So we're both saying exactly the same thing. It's non-aggressive move by asking you, please. It's also get SIA regulations for having open palm and to show it like that as well.
Yeah. No, it's just the way you waved your arm across me. Like,
Well, that's just like all it is like
yeah,
that.
But,
Yeah, I am asking you now to make my outside from.
yeah, I understand you've repeated that a lot of times, but
Yep.
I'm here in a
It's
pub.
confusing, yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm in a public area. I'm not
You're
going
also,
into the office
you're also
areas.
in a private building. It's owned by somebody else, makes it private.
Right.
So people are like anywhere, say
Who's
bloody
it, who's it
shop.
owned by?
We can give the landlord's details if you want to afterwards.
Right. Okay.
It's owned by a landlord.
Yeah. And who pays the landlord's rent?
You DWP, Department of Work and Pensions.
And who pays into DWP?
Yes, we all know as taxpayers, yes.
Exactly. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going into your private areas. I'm still in
No,
a public
but
area.
yeah, and I'm asking you.
Again, you're asking me, but you could ask me not to wear my boots in here. But
Yeah,
then
that's health and hygiene.
But you don't have any written policy about this, do you? Like, if you did, I've asked you to get me the written policy.
Yep.
And that's fine. But you've refused to do that. Like,
I haven't refused. I've asked my colleague to try and see what I find it.
right, okay. But you know, why would I leave the premises based on something when I haven't seen anything in writing to suggest that, you know?
So now I've still got me to.
Because I have an internal memo from the DWP that says that actually that people can record in a public place, and this is a public place. Because it's not appointment only in here. There's no signage to suggest that it's appointment only, otherwise you wouldn't have information to come and be looked at by general members of the public.
Correct, yeah.
So again,
I was going to get an answer, but
okay, yeah. So I'm not going into any of the private areas up to the desks or anything like that. If you're worried about data protection, then you know ultimately, if I can record it, it means I can see it or hear it, and that's the data breach, isn't it? Me seeing or hearing it. It's not the recording. Recording is evidence of that. We've got more posters over this side. So I don't know if that's Russian or Ukrainian. Is that Russian or
This is a strong legal argument. A building can be privately owned yet still be a public space if the public is freely invited inside.
Ukrainian? Do you know? No. There's stuff on COVID-19 in the NHS in Slavic language. These ones they've got in English on the left-hand side, and there we go. This one's in Ukrainian. So I would just imagine this one is as well.
Hey mate, did you want to speak to a manager?
Pardon?
Did you want to speak to a manager?
Yeah, if he wants to talk. That's
Joel
fine.
turns up.
Yeah, how you
I
doing?
can have a conversation with you, but can we stop recording?
Because of the way that I was approached and the way that the security's got very close to me, like, I don't feel safe to stop recording, to be honest with you.
Well,
but
if that's the case, so if you don't feel safe to, you've been asked to leave, so if you don't feel safe, surely leaving would feel safer.
But I don't understand why I've been asked to leave. This is the issue. Like I said, there's no signage on the door to suggest that I can't record in here. I have an internal memo from the DWP that states that members of the public are allowed to record in public areas. This is a public area. Members of the public are allowed to come in, look at the boards. You know, like I said, I'm not going up to your desks. Anything that I can see from here that you're worried about being a data breach, I shouldn't be able to see or hear it. That's the data breach, isn't it? Me seeing and hearing it. The recording would be evidence of that. So there should be no issue because I shouldn't be able to see or hear anything in the first place. And if I have, you're already breaching GDPR and DPA, aren't you?
But equally, if I don't consent to you recording me, I don't consent to you recording me.
I mean, they haven't asked me for consent to record me. They haven't asked for my consent. We've got CCTV all over the place. In a public place, there's no expectation of privacy, I'm afraid. You know, I'm walking around with my face open, you know, and I've got a helmet on, but obviously it's an open face helmet. I haven't got my balaclava up, my snood up over my face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we've done with that court place. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you feel like you've got to do, then that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, because follow the guidelines,
Yeah.
procedure.
Well, I mean, obviously, like I said, I have it's from I think probably about this time last year, but I have a memo from the DWP that states in the first paragraph that there's members of the public are allowed to record in public. These are public places.
So first word you said there, like recording in public.
Yes.
This is a public space. This is private property.
Yeah, the difference between private property and public property and private property and public space is still a public space. Whether or not it's private property, it's a public space because you allow members of the public in to look around at the job
And you can
stuff.
also refuse members of the public in this one.
But not while exercising a human right, or based on the fact that I'm exercising a human right. That's discrimination. That's actually a violation of Article 14 of the Human Rights Act. You know, you're not allowed to discriminate against somebody for exercising their human rights when there's no lawful basis to not do it. Pardon?
Same as our human rights for you coming in and film at the same time.
Again, as I was saying to the manager here, there's no expectation of privacy in public, hence why you're allowed to record, because you've got CCTV everywhere.
And I explained how it was.
Yeah, you did, absolutely. You
And
did.
you have
You
signage
did.
up saying CCTV.
Yeah, of course.
According to our rules.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And again, but you're allowed to do that under the same law that I'm allowed to in a public place. You've probably got cameras on the external of the building pointing into areas outside. No external cameras on the building at all.
All our video camera we have.
This is the closing issue. If recording is banned only when someone exercises a lawful right, that risks crossing into discrimination, and that's where cases get won or lost.
Put a little bit up on our part.
But then, like, it will catch a part of the pavement in that, which is part of the public
Come
area.
down that way.
Well, just at a brick wall, that's all it
Come down.
captures.
Yeah, sorry.
Just captures a brick wall, no pavement, no door.
Point down, side of the building, which is on our property.
But the pavement on that is all yours as well.
No,
It
side
doesn't
of the
capture
building.
any of the pavement at
Side of the
all.
building, straight.
So it just captures bricks. It's a bit boring, isn't it?
No,
What's
it's
the point in
captures
it?
the floor as well.
And there you go, it captures the floor.
Of our building. It's our property outside there.
But out on the external is your property. Okay, fair enough.
We maintain it, the council don't.
Okay, interesting. Didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, it's the same. But even in here, this is still a public place. Like, you have notices, as you should, being an organisation and a governmental body. But it's still a public place, and that's what gives you the right to be allowed to record us without consent, because you've got a notice, but that's not asking my consent, is it? That's just telling me. Same way that I'm telling you I'm recording, that's fine.
But you, at the time you didn't tell us you recorded. I asked if you were recording, and then you told me.
No, it's very clear. You watched me walk around there dictating to the
but
camera.
when
You can
you
see
walk-
my screen, because like, as I was pointing at the job board, you can see that.
I asked, but through the part door, are you recording?
Yeah, that's
And then
yes.
you explained to me yes. And I asked you not to.
Okay, can I ask you not to record me?
You can do.
There you go, but you're not going to... Exactly.
We'll
You
stop
don't
now because it's going to be our evidence. The evidence doesn't need to go anywhere.
go anywhere like where?
Well, we send off incident reports.
Right, okay.
Who else will report to explain what's happened?
Ah,
So
okay.
if we call the police, we get the incident reports.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, seems like a bit of overkill, really. Like I said, you know, wasn't doing anybody any harm.
No.
I'm not being aggressive or, or
No.
to anybody. Or,
All round really.
no,
So if we do have a policy, we do not have any recording.
but then, like,
Unauthorised recording.
why do you not have any signage on the doors?
You don't sign it.
You know. So what if I come in here and I have issues with my memory and I'm using this as a disability aid? What then?
That would be a management decision.
Well, it wouldn't be a decision. By law, you'd have to allow it under what's it? Disability Act, fair treatment and what's it called? Fair adjustment, reasonable adjustment. You know, you'd have to allow it. It's a disability. You wouldn't deny somebody coming in a wheelchair. You know? But exactly. But the thing is, nobody before any of this has got to this situation where I've had manager, security guards approaching me and asking me to leave. Not one person has said, "Hi sir, is there a reason you're recording?" You know, nobody's asked why. Nobody's asked what I'm doing. So you haven't taken me the opportunity.
While you're outside, you recorded job search, and you explained that you were looking at QR codes, and that, as a lot of people have done, they said it's a QR code, and they take recording of it, or they'll take a snapshot of it, which is totally fine, because it's outside.
You might take this.
Outside.
It's outside in the reception area, in the foyer. So many people go in there.
Is this not a reception area with a seating for people to wait?
No, but it's a little bit of public there. And have you asked their consent if you can record?
Again, we're in a public space. We don't need their consent.
Have you asked their
We
consent?
don't need their consent because we're in a public space. This is where we're, I think, coming to an impasse here. Is that
We're gonna
you don't
carry on.
you don't understand
We're
that this
just
is.
we're asking to
yeah.
carry on going around
Yeah.
the
Just
circle.
wait for police to come.
Have they been called? Have they?
They've been called, yes.
Okay. In that case, I'll have a seat and I'll wait patiently.